Alright, back here for Road Trader. Last we left off, we had finally gone to Dargonis, got the colony operational, and now we're going to kind of see what's going on. We're going to progress Jai's quest, all that stuff. But as I was kind of just taking care of minutia, something new came up. I was talking to the NPCs to see if any of them had like new dialogue options, and a unit has entirely new set here. So I decided to start recording here. So I haven't done all my inventory management and stuff, unfortunately, but might as well have this in here. So she is her standing frozen in a natural pose amid blinking lumens, dancing shadows of the bridge. Her hands are clasped together strangely, and her eyes are tightly closed. She is utterly still. She's not breathing at all. We'll just observe. Remains unmoving the entire time that you watch her, and only the barest flicker of her eyes beneath closed eyelids lets you know that she's alive, at least. We're just going to wait a while, right? She gave a whole speech about, like, you know, observing through different means or whatever, so I think it's proper not to insult her traditions here. And, you know, we're Xenos friendly, we won't be mean. For the first time, she takes a deep breath through her nose and barely audibly exhales. Her body remains relaxed as ever and eyes are still closed. Her presence does not seem to be any way distracting her. This I feel like just leaves right now. Obviously, like, this leaves, but I mean, I think this ends the event. I think this does the not to serve thing, but continues the event. The rest of these are obviously, like, not understanding answers. And yeah, I guess we sit cross-legged. We can't just lean against a wall or anything. Oh, we got willpower success. The Gilded Chrono, what was the chance? Oh. Oh. Okay, it was pretty easy. But it was not guaranteed. The Gilded Chrono in your hands tells you that 2 watch hours have already elapsed. Your muscles feel stiff and your hands feel heavy on your neck. When you next glance at a small section of the bridge, you let it adopt it for its own use to catch someone's sharp, attentive gaze.
You are still here, Owlcat.
You're in a deep, special Eldari meditation, were you not?
Yes. I am sometimes surprised by the depth of your knowledge of my kind's customs, Owlcat. But even if listening is your only skill, that in itself elevates you above billions of other monkey.
Well, glad to know she's still
My
racist.
meditation is immersion. Immersion into myself, my inner world. It is my chance to speak to myself, but without words, or to heal wounds that cannot be seen with ordinary sight. It is difficult to explain, even in the language of the children of Assyria.
It'd be nice if she had like a med-reality ability she gets here, like a very weak one, but something.
In its sound alone, and the monkey tongue is too sparse and awkward. No, immersion must be seen to be realized. I should say, Owlcat, that during meditation, the mind does not leave the body. Part of it remains vigilant, monitoring what is taking place outside. So I heard every word you said, and I saw everything you did.
I mean, we didn't say anything, so...
Restraint is not a trait that your kind is known for. And yet, you did not interrupt
very slowly.
my immersion,
You can tell she's like
Owlcat.
just came out of a meditation.
A worthy act.
To her alien
I
husband.
will remember this.
Alright, well, cool. Oh, okay, we actually have a lot of dialogue options here. Let's see. Janice. So maybe we've made it so we can talk about that now, but it's probably after we finish the rescue operation. Let's not blame her for stuff. Let's see. One, I've been mulling over a conversation. I can understand why you do not like people, but I think there's something else, something I cannot understand.
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another. But will you be able to comprehend my answer?
Oh, hey. That's a feature. You scroll here and get the...
You and I, Owlcat, look at this world in very different ways. And I see many more facets and deeper meanings and brighter colors in it. But to capture the full truth of this world in the miserly language familiar to your ears will take time. I will come to you with an answer later.
Cool. What do you think is happening on Janus?
The Lilithon is purifying herself of the corruption brought by the servants of Cylon Thrash.
Interesting.
Gardens and birds.
I guess they're,
animals
I
and
guess you don't
people.
have to kill her.
Many are gone forever, and even more are corrupted beyond healing. But the Lilithon is stronger. This world will live. My kin are probably still looking for a means to enter the webway. May the Lilithon spirit aid them in this endeavor. Beyond the gate lies salvation, and perhaps even knowledge about the fate of Kruderok and the remaining survivors.
Alright, let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely, complete her quest to trigger the next part. Alright. Jai, we obviously are about to do her stuff, so I think we're fine. Abelard, that's the last person we need to talk to.
Lord Captain?
Nothing.
Lord.
I do wonder if in the next act he'll get a little bit more to do. And then here, oh, Iconoclast gloves, parry reduction. Not that actually useful. Heavy flavor, we're not having when using strength attack or heavy weaponry. So that's really strong light armor. Explorators. Interesting. Probably just do the explorers. Well, let's get these guys going a bit. Let's give them the Xeno artifacts. Cool. We needed fuel for that one ship out there, so it's something to remember. Okay, well, that's a little bit of that. Okay. Oh, wait, I should level up Jai. Okay, those we have quests to do here. Also, I should check our other colonies. Falstone, you're still going. Java Gamma. What can we do on Java Gamma? We can do mag trains. Spend our phlogiston for some mechanisms. We are low on mechanisms. Yeah, losing a lot of efficiency. It's weird that all three. Well, I guess that one doesn't lose efficiency. This one loses security. This one at least gives us the mechanisms. I mean, it's useful, but it's whatever. We're going to save to see what the next project of that is. I think everything else is okay. Alright. We were landing here, though, with Jai, who is mandatory. Yeah, you can just replace Juliet. That's fine. I don't think anyone else here is important. Administratum. Administratum. Good tooltip. Yeah, I know I've been, like, ragging on some things about this game, but I've been on a kick for it, though. You know, I really enjoy the class and building system quite a bit. The kind of, like, constant level ups really does feed your sense of progression. Oh, well, you know, I just have, you know, my complaints that are well known by this point. Insult odds is pretty tempting. Don't care. Oh, this does allow us to use it a little bit better. This allows us to give a lot of resolve, so actually that's pretty tempting. Let's see, anything else here? They're cost effective, which is nice. Yeah, so you're against all odds, which I mean does make her better turn 1 for applying your buffs. By quite a bit. Yeah, we'll do this. This is more generally applicable. Yeah. It's not that much, right? Usually we're not getting in fights that are more than like 10 people. But it is something. And we'll get Reliance next time. Okay, that was easy level. Greeting protocol, please follow. I don't want to, not all right here talked about. Cool. Loot. Does steal all the stuff. Jewelry cargo. Cool. Okay, let's see. This is just an example of, I think someone died while waiting for their petition to go through. I think you're allowed to just, like, look at all these. Yep. It's the bureaucracy. It's going to be bureaucracy, and it's all just jokes about pretty much how, like, messy it is. There we go. Master of Seals. Ancient-looking woman in a voluminous robe peers at you critically through her ocular lenses that descend into the bowels of her bureaucratic domain. Under noble, bypassing the queue under the pretext of just wanted to ask, all your highborn ever wants is to just ask. But what about protocol? That's what I'm asking. Who's going to follow protocol? What? So I paid off a few clerks so I skipped the queue, Shireen. Your time is more important than any little formalities. Very well, don't just stand there. You're here now, or do you think the Master of Seals has nothing better to do than receive unexpected visitors? Begin entry, current hour, current turn, blah blah blah, 41st momentum. Millennium, not momentum. Yep, the Adeptus Administratum. Yeah, they are the administrators. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't want to just ramble on. Yeah. So, Kanan wishes to obtain a Mercatum Tabula Official, which is, makes her an official merchant. Or I take it you are a sponsor. In that case, you must submit a written application in conformity with template number 404.01, as well as written permission for processing and notarization of the personal data of your most sacred passage. Without it, I cannot issue Mistress Hayadari. This is a Haidari, the form of collecting the seals required to obtain the Mercatum Tabula Official, the certificate of the official trade representative. Seals? What seals? Oh, hey, we have one, yeah. We will discuss what the Von Valencius prepared the primary documentation. When? God, dude, I cannot read sometimes. I think it's just because I'm trying to read too fast because, this game has a billion lines of text. Abelard lets out a stoic sigh and rolls his eyes. You get the feeling that this is not his first personal interaction with the Administratum bureaucracy, nor is it his second. Alright, let's just do it. Filling out forms. Great. 1 hour. 1 hour of form filling isn't that bad. Next is the consent form, processing and notarization of all personal data of your most sacred personage. Okay, 2 hours. 2 hours is... 2 hours is not the worst bureaucracy that's ever been done. Come on, Esteemed Damar, what are you saying about seals? Here's your document, Miss Hedari. Fortunately, it does not yet have legal force. I can certify as the Sacred Mercatum Tabula Official once it has received 2 seals of approval. They're easy to obtain. In the Imperium Court, Administratum servitors have been handling such tasks for over 150 cycles. There's one servitor here on Dargonis in the Rogue Trader's Palace. The second is duty-bound to keep the seal in Telcos Epsilon system, which we've already found. Alright, goal's clear. Since it's so nearby, like, or on the way, I feel like you're kind of expected to almost pick it up beforehand. So, let's grab the one here while we're on the planet. It does suck that it doesn't bring you to, like, a transport screen. Right, instead it brings you to world map and then you have to go back in. It's just one extra loading screen. Well, I guess two extra loading. Yeah, no, one extra loading screen. What's our Xenos lady doing here? Like how we have to, for some reason, we don't have the option to land in our actual, like, landing pad. Okay. No, like, actual dialogue. Cool. Thank you. It's like, hello, move. Alright, let's go talk to Clementio. Oh, it's on Janice. I thought... What's the seal for? Okay. Also, I like the trap there for some reason. Fish is not easily exhausted, but you are coming very close. I shall repeat myself again. No, I will not be issuing you any seal, not in exchange for your honest word, nor for a bribe. Yes? Okay. Seeing a family resemblance of Abelard now. You cannot see further than your own nose, my dear Clementia. It wasn't a bribe, it was a gift. Now about the seal. Let the rogue trader decide. Lordship, I apologize for this ugly scene. I might ask you to rein in Mistress Haidari and put a stop to her inflammatory action. As the exalted one in my witness jury, I have tried everything I can spare the unnecessary headache over the seals to murder. She is so gung-ho for this. Okay. I even showed this aid to temper worse than a sandstorm certificate of your signature, but your chancellor merely kept batting me away with a flail of baseless denials. Suspected reasons nothing to do with my humblage personage. Oh no, this isn't about me at all. I see well, Chancellor. Will you tell us about yourself, or should I help you? In what way, Jai? They lost your seal, Shireen. They lost it and tried to hide the fact from both me and you. Hold your tongue, peddlers. You know heresy, to speak not of things you know nothing about. I beg your forgiveness. I should have reported this earlier, but it was never a good time. The seal Mistress Haidari is looking for is lost over 25 years ago. Her ladyship Theodora ordered a new one to be delivered from the Imperium, but as you well know, we are a long way from Holy Terra, and with the warp storms ravaging the Kronos Expanse, have been unable to receive replacement to this day. Well, yeah, okay, so this is the seal. Interesting, okay. Implemented the seal with the Winter Scale coat of arms because this be the seal in question. This is without doubt the Minisham seal from the Winter Scale's realm. But why is this the original, not a copy? Ah, I think I understand. Well, laws of Imperium do not prohibit heirs of other houses from using the seal in times of need. I will order the servants of the machine cult to create a duplicate so to avoid such embarrassing predicaments in the future. Let's see. Oh, okay, this just allows you to get back to her dialogue options. Cool. Well, we found a use for the seal. So we still have to go to Janice. And our ship is stronger now, so I'm definitely fine to do a lot more space combat. And probably take over those ones that we were doing in Calvagana. Okay, so this is Janice. I think it makes perfect sense to continue our idea here. Great. And let's get the seal. Tychos Epsilon. Is that the name of the system? It is. I keep calling things by their planet, but obviously not the case. Oh, ooh. Okay, well, we got a really good helmet for our lad. Are we just slow on adamantium? And people. Has a lot of security, honestly. Oh, while we're doing these notifications. Yeah, we'll sell phlogiston, get some mechanisms and profit factor. I think that's fine. That'll allow us to get something else as well. So we have mechanisms. We already know there's nothing we really want. You and you're finishing still. And you're also still finishing. Cool. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright. I don't know why only Jai is coming. There's probably Mr. Bureaucracy here. Attilus Quint. Yep, great. Acquire a seal. Of course. I'd be honored to assist Rogue Trader. Wait a few moments and your servant will have your seal ready. Interesting. I assumed we'd be dealing with servitors, but no. Some places the main cell of work being performed by people, flesh and blood. I beg your pardon. What's this about servitors? I've faithfully performed my sacred duties to the Imperium and Administratum all my life. Carrying the seal is part of that, and after half a century, not a single seal damage. I keep them in a special case and I oil the handles every month, as the rules stipulate. So funny that Administratum referred to them as servitors explicitly. Merely repeating the words of the Master of Seals on Dargonis, servitors have replaced an entire category of lowly bureaucrats assigned to the Von Valancius planets, around 10 years ago now, but after 70 years of service, and not a single directive, not from Holy Terra or from Dargonis. A complete breakdown in communication. What a farce, what an insult against all process. But this is easily remedied. If the Administratum requires such a servant, then I will immediately begin preparations for servitization. The will to... No, you don't need to become a servitor for this. She clearly did not expect this response from her remark. Until I do not think the Exalted One has any particular desire to see you lobotomized and turned into a mindless clinking ghoul just because someone somewhere changed the law. Oh, we have Iconoclast, level restriction, or Iconoclast skill check. We could get XP for this one, but I think this might get us more. Attilus, there's no need for that. Yes, any servitor can place a seal, but can it do so while granting me a sincere smile and impressing me with its impeccable finesse and attention to detail? I think not, but you can. His hunch figures that. Of course, you're right. I'll continue to serve Janice and Von Valancius Protectorate as before. And today I will dispatch a request for copies of edicts issued by the Imperium over the last 50 years. Who knows what else we've missed here on Janus. That's wonderful, Attilus. Just wonderful. Just don't go poking your eyes out with a long needle, at least until you receive a direct order to do so from your precious Administratum. Here you are, and may the Emperor bless your path. Just have this guy servitorize himself. Okay. How are they with Janus? About the enemies. Okay, cool. We're getting some updates. We found people and humanities on our land. Wonderful, your lordship. The people of Janus are indebted to you for ridding our world of heresy. Yeah, yeah. I thought we did this, not whatever the flag that Juliet was saying. All right. The Emperor's witness Janus convinced you to serve the Von dynasty, but not precisely in the same way as before. I appreciate the local species. Oh yes, before Janus can take your breath away. That was a weird non sequitur line. Okay, I think we're good here. I don't think we have anything else we need to do. I mean, I guess we could go back into the palace, but... Okay, who's in charge? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, what's our main quest? I should check that. Ah, okay. Villalobos. Cool. Interesting. I guess 3 isn't the highest level. There must be ones that unlock later. We don't care about that. Okay, contracts. We didn't care about that. The one was Small Thorn for 5 adamantite, 3 profit factor. I think that is worth it. Cool. Adamantine is very nice and allows us to use our extract gems on every like 2 adamantite system. Who knows? Maybe that profit factor will gate us from like the best item in the game, but I think it's fine. Okay, well, back to here. For a nice, safe, cushy route. Still not finished. Okay. Waiting to do the forging a new route thing until we get the upgrade here, because we already did one to Janus, but this, if it behaves like I think it does, will allow us to maybe do the route forging for 1 and then do the 3 to reduce its safety, so reduce the total cost from 6 to 4, which is pretty nice. We're back. Here's the paper, complete with seals. Yes, so indeed, it is perfect. The seals are authentic, so we may continue the certification process. Follow me, please. Punches the door. What's going on here? Ah, this is the main floor area. Yeah, look how many clones they have. Why is this place getting such a, like, long cinematic? This is, I think, almost as long, if not longer, than the Palace intro, especially with the dramatic music. Also, I like the one noble sleep. This is your queue, and your ticket number is 394. As your turn on the be seen, the ranking prefect will review your documentation again and sign the official certification of J. Harry possess Mercatum Tabula Official. You'll have to wait a bit, but worth it in the end. No, we're not going to let Jay do this because she's going to mess up the system and try to shortcut it in some way. I must queue, then queue I shall. We're ex-crime lord, goddammit. And that, importantly, means that we follow very certain laws. Just lobotomize 90% of the population. Oh, reclassified VFO 6 as a penal colony. Let's see. Oh, okay, logistics request for supplies for a group of the military. They messed up and basically instead of providing warm supplies gave them you know, cryo storage stuff, which is not achieved the same goal. Also, hi.
Take heed, rogue trader.
Well, I don't know if that's a bug, but there's a person that is there that should not be there. Oh, hold on, some stuff. Strangle the servitor. There's no way to get over there.
I won't tolerate weakness.
No one to actual talk to? No. Okay. Well, I guess we take our place in queue. Let's quick save in case this, like, somehow borks us, but we do need time to pass for our quality projects anyways, so... Yeah, I guess we're just chilling out here. You have to admit, the magnificent administrative machinery in the Imperium isn't without its rough edges. But what a thrilling adventure this is turning out to be. I've never seen anything like it before, and sometimes it's good to take a break from constant traveling. And to give all the hot-blooded newcomers a chance to cover themselves in glory without us in the way. Count the people in the queue. 238 petitioners on second attempt, 244. Third attempt, next batch of unlucky souls ushered in the hall, and you lose count. We can yawn. Scratch. We'll wait patiently. 285, proceed to the available window. So I'm take you at a torturous trial if we let ourselves in for so much precious time lost, and we've only moved 3 places ahead. This rate will be old and grey before we get out of this queue, Shireen. Don't forget, you are the reason we are here. That was the will of the Exalted One, Serene. And the Exalted One is granted to be inside his house. With a simple wave of our hand and a few wise words, we can ease our arduous way. Yeah, if we left her alone, this would have happened immediately. Simplest way is to make these lowly subjects bow down before a blinding radiance of our title. Second is requires a little more patience. We've already found our first compassionate citizen who's standing 50 places ahead of us in the queue. So let me offer the right words to unlock his heart, and he'll gladly swap tickets with you. And also, you have the power to solve problems with some petitioners removing their needs to visit a coveted window. After all, is there anything an ordinary citizen can want that is beyond the power of the conqueror the stars to grant? Okay, that last part is reasonable. There's probably a good number of petitions we could deal with. But, like, there's some that we're supposed to get. I don't think the ticket swapping will work because ours was, like, specifically given with the, like, description of what our task was. Open fire on the crowd. We shall solve some problems. This might give us some iconoclast points. Oh, Exalted One, could this be my lucky day? No longer will I have to stand in this hall, waiting day and night for my turn to come. For his kind lord House von Blances and a benefactor of downtrodden, he has solved my problem. I can tell this is going to be more of a comedy quest at this point, much like the what was it Fidelio quest. Esteemed Lord, take pity on the poor youth as well. I'll give you everything I have to help solve my problem. You do not need everything, only your place in queue. Listen to the young man. Been queued for 24 moons already, trying to get permission slip to wed my fiancée. Unfortunately, certain submission granted without the signature of a highborn sponsor. Nope. Out of my way. Esteemed Lord, my 8th offspring has lost his mind. He has decided to renounce his family, noble titles, and talent of a healer, all for the sake of some tattered wife in the middle levels. A Union Commoner will put an end to his studies at university, but should Dargonis and Officer Medicaid be deprived of capable Chigurin because of a passing fancy? Zazi's a healer too, and she helps people with a high great deal more than Lily-White Churgan with a diploma. I don't want to live a life of idleness and spires of Dargonis like you, not when I know there are thousands of unfortunate people on lower levels who need my help. That is such a funny option. Just, that's a terrible idea. Although, I wonder if this has some interesting, like, run-on effects where, like, obviously he's a little more idealistic. Potentially end up with a better medical institution here. This sounds nice, but this will probably have the problem of she'll give up her, like, healing and ideals once she gains nobility and stuff, and then, no one will be happy. Here you go. I'll sign the paper. I think that one has the least possible negative ramifications. Death for life, decrepit old man. Your request of mortification so that your organs go to your granddaughter's inheritance? She'll hardly want your worn-out body parts, old timer. Subvertor disposal. Only now do you notice a tattoo on his right hand, a symbol of death has shot him with several interlocking chains. This old fellow is property of a prefect of this palace. Granddaughter of this poor wretch was turned into a servitor 16 Dargonis years ago, and after a recent accident she was listed for disposal. And now this old man is volunteering to be spare parts for a soulless tin can. May the exalted one keep me from such a fate. I mean, she's already effectively lobotomized, although, from what I understand, it is a somewhat reversible process. Like, as in there is talked about it being like a sentence served, and then there is, like, sometimes, I don't know, unclear there, in my knowledge of the actual 40k lore, although I guess I have to, like, journal, maybe that says something about it. You know? This is interesting. This is a clarifying question, but I hope it doesn't, here, let's try this. Your sacrifice will mean nothing to a servitor. You do realize that. Yeah. Alright. I mean, he's already willing to die just to keep her functioning. And he's dying soon anyways, right? I think this is the quote-unquote happiest solution here. I'll give an order of granddaughter to be repaired, but if you wish to be with her forever, you will also be a subject to servitude and prejudice. Like, right, he's already, like, dying. He's willing to die, and he can at least... I don't know. I think I'm going with this one. Yes, I understand. Emperor, watch over you. Right, I feel like that's, like, in line with what... Right, he didn't want her, like, body to be destroyed, effectively. So we can repair that, and then, he's dying and willing to give up, so, I think that's the best option there for him. Besides, obviously, paying for his stuff, but, like, I feel like that'll lead him to a little bit more misery in his life as well, as he also has to see his granddaughter as a servitor. So I think that's the quote-unquote happiest solution for all of them. Yeah, Jai's gained introspection into our decision-making process here. Alright, wealthy lady. Heard you're helping those in need. Well, my family's devastated. My life's work owed, shop selling rare hats, burnt to ashes. I'm living out my last few years as a widow, alone in cold, deserted manor, without servants, divisions, or delicacies befitting my status. Just give her, of all things, just use our 3 profit factor on it. How are you 3 profit factor? You know I could buy an entire half colony for that. Okay. She obviously doesn't want this, but this is a funny response. This might have knock-on effect. I don't know if any of these have any kind of knock-on effects whatsoever, but... yeah, let's ask this question. What do you want is life full of meaningless and full of despair? Perhaps it's time you turn to the faith, sister. What? I think you're right. What do I want with a tumble-down manor house full of rats and a depressing view from the window? My whole life I've jumped to interplanetary travel. A pilgrimage, that's it. I'll sell the house and what's left of the shop, and I'll buy a one-way ticket. And if willing, I'll die happy before my savings run out. You know, that's actually not a terrible, like, path for her. Is this just... yeah, okay, yeah, 3 hours. I was going to say, is this just sort of the time passing? Well, that was amusing. I paid off the last few onlookers who were willing to give up their place. It's a pity they aren't also amiable. In fact, the ticket she now holds and nods with satisfaction. We move forward considerably in queue, Shireen, but aren't you ready to... you aren't ready to stop there, are you? I'll be honest, Shireen. I already tried to convince Heinrich to use his interrogator's rosette, sweet words and pretty songs I cajoled and wheeled, but he remains unmoved, like a rock whipped by winds. Perhaps he will be more amenable to a request from you. Do love you, just continue to have this option. We'll wait for now. We did, I think, what's in our right to do here. We don't want to mess the system up too horrifically. 8 hours. Queue is hardly moved. To add up to the next windows, dealing with rebelling machine spirits and its cogitators, so the petitioners from that queue were diverted to the middle of yours. Great. Shireen, you're a saint. Have I told you that before? You must be, because I don't see any other reason you would show such fervent but senseless patience. Can't we hurry things along? Alright. Well, between these 3 options, I guess we're doing 2. Unless I just wait patiently forever. How many times can we hit this button? Oh my god, it actually worked. You just had to click the grayed out option so many times. You know what gets better with time, Shireen? Abstract and lovemaking. Remind me of that if I ever ask you to stay in the queue again. What are you waiting for? Let's go. We have another couple of hours of the certification officer to go through. It worked. I'm so glad that worked. I was like, well, the option's grayed out, so usually that means you can't choose it again to, like, do anything. It only goes to the dialogue again. But, cool. That is great. His augmented ocular eyes whirl as the lenses zoom in and out. Quiet scratching sounds. They serve in place the officer's fingertips. Make note of the fine sheet of paper. Document is hereby certified. Return Master of Seals in order to proceed. I may his light wisdom guard you next. Oh my god. Let's see here. Here are the seals. Wonderful. I've blessed you with patience greater than that is appointed to ordinary mortals. Allow me to verify the authenticity of your documents for a final time. Yes, confirm everything in order. And this one. Ah, the seal smudged slightly. Void scorpion to scratch out my eyes. Now what? I suppose I can overlook it that the rest has been certified correctly and promptly. Congratulations. You are now the office holder. I wonder if that's because we waited patiently, actually. The holder of the Mercatum Tabula Official. Don't forget to repeat the certification process every 100 Terran cycles. Uphold the law of the Imperium proudly and honorably in the world of the Curtis Expanse. One more thing. Loss of certificate is a grievous transgression. Lose the original document and you'll be unable to regain your status as an official train representative, not even with the Rogue Trader's endorsement. Yes, esteemed Damard. Give me the certificate already. Come on. Praise the Exalted One who saw me through these trials, Shireen. Just as something to tell the grandchildren about how a humble mortal became a trade representative of the Imperium. Let's not bother to Damar any longer, Shireen. Why don't we guys discuss the next steps? Oh my god. What an ordeal. We actually went through the space DMV. But hey, we passed time, which is good for our colony. Let's quickly check our colony stuff. Dargonus done yet? No. Not sure how the time takes actually work in this game. Alright. To the ship. Let's get this XP for Janice's... I keep calling her Janice now. Jai's questline. Yeah, as far as I got on the other save was acquiring a seal, I think. Yeah, because I had got the seal from the bunker. And I was like, surely this is for Jai stuff.
Shireen, light of my eyes, give her boons and savior of the needy. From now on, 2 sons will grace the firmament of the Fon Valancius Protectorate. One bright and powerful, like the rogue trader
Well,
himself,
this was all a horrific mistake.
slightly more humble, like his unassuming partner, the diligent owner of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, and all around delight, Jai Hidari. As I promised before, my crew will be your eyes and ears across the entire expanse, Shireen. Just give them time. And of course, the assistant to official trade representative Jai Hidari is already rushing to Dargonus to deliver goods of rare and exquisite quality to you and your people. Oh, master of many worlds. And once again, thank you, Shireen. From the bottom of my humble heart.
I still don't trust her. Lose this piece of paper and I will not help you get another. Throne be my witness.
Nothing will make me part with this treasure, Shireen. May the Exalted One be my witness. Him and all the stars in the expanse that shine like a handful of pearls scattered across the dark velvet of the galaxy. I only have one last question to ask.
So I think we're progressing like 3 separate romance lines at the moment, but we haven't gotten a like choose option where it's like, I know in like Pathfinder or whatever, they'll come to a like, alright, you have to like choose which line you truly want to go down, and so far we haven't had any negative things from that. No one's even discussed it, so we're just going to continue doing what we can until we can no longer, and then we'll make a decision. Alright, how can I resist such temptation?
Oh, I most definitely am not opposed, Shireen. The sweetness of your lips, Shireen, clouds the mind better than Calixian wine on a balmy day.
I don't trust her
But
at
you
all.
did not think I would just let you go, did you? A humble gift in return for all the trouble. May the Exalted One keep watching over the path that you tread. As you can see, I know
nice
how to
beam.
be grateful and generous. And I'm sure you do too. I promise that I will continue to accept your every gift in the future with reverence and awe.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright.
Oh,
Okay, cool. Well. Glad that's done. Alright, we still got like 20-ish minutes or so before it's a full hour. So in that case, let us clear up some of these other any unexplored things / space combats, I think, is what we'll do here. So we have these two, obviously, and then we can do here, but let's just do this one immediately. And 2 profit factor. Middle warp jumper says detected an approaching void ship similar to ours in size but of greater tonnage. Identified vessel did not respond to our hails and kept its course, approaching us at high speed. Like how this is an agility test. Okay, the unplanned maneuver was completed without any casualties or damage to unidentified vessel. Perhaps it was a warp mirage passed by and made no attempt to follow us. I don't want to shoot it in case it was, like, actually, you know, relevant. Got nothing up there. Maybe this one will go to up there, but... No combats, okay. That is fine. Oh, we took damage still, though. Yo, 50 XP, crazy. I like how, since it's like flat XP as well, like, it's just really funny because, like, it becomes increasingly more useless. After analyzing the auger data, officers were surprised to discover that the planet was once covered in oceans. Long ago, an unknown cataclysm caused the seas to dry out and turned the world into a lifeless desert. The most amazing discovery of all was the skeletal remains of colossal oceanic organisms, some large enough to be seen from orbit. You should get, like, an extra, like, 50 XP for those ones. Ooh, nothing. I feel like I'm playing a goddamn slot machine. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh my god, actually useless solar system. We had just... Actually, we're kind of close to the level. Okay, well, it's better to go back here and then... Oh! Astropath message from Regent Oronto. Our cellular navigators are concerned about the fate of Cassia. Sure. Regent is requesting an update on her current status and has inquired about the possibility of personal meeting, negotiating, and arranging a return of the Lady Navigator to her house. Psycho-emotional coding in the message betray acute concern, but also contains something that Astropath has failed to put into words. If you'll excuse my forthrightness, I feel it's necessary to tell the house of Celio the truth. Otherwise, a conflict with Navis Nobilite is possible, which, given the current state of Carter's expanse, will play into the hands of the enemies of the Imperium. How did they even learn that I have Cassia? I wish I knew. It is troubling indeed. Perhaps they have a spy on board, or he's bluffing. In your case, we should respond. We'll go for the meeting. Well, what do you know? We're heading back to Dargonis. Also, we just got a lot of profit factor. We just got so much profit factor. What the... Okay. It's colonies finishing. Oh, should've saved. Well, incredible find has been made on Falstone, Lord Captain. The lost volume of St. Keith's Lost Diary has been found during the restoration of his crypt. According to the records, members of the Order of the Hammer were able to find a crypto-ark containing relative St. Cognitus, the Crucible. Oh, okay. Keith's writing are on Vig and is called "This Sculptor and Transformer Granting Life and Grace." Explorators have sent a delegation claiming treasure. The dispute is going on many days. What's the meaning of the dispute? Tech priests claim that privileges of Depsis Mechanicus oblige the Order of the Hammer to hand any sacred archaeotech, not aerotech, archaeotech over to them. Allegedly, the Crucible should be considered not as personal belonging of the saint, but rather as temporary possession entrusted to his care. Order of the Hammer rejects this thesis, insisting that the right to care for the sacred object belongs to the ecclesiarchy cult, and since Cognitus was canonized, the Crucible should be regarded as a blessed relic, not archaeotech. How fierce are the deliberations? Quite. Discussions have been happening for now more than 8 cycles without interruption. Both sides have provided more than 100 legal experts that have put forward around 4,000 theses, arguments, and testimonies. The Special Ministratum Commission, comprised of 200 armed clerks, has arrived to pass a verdict and enforce the law. This is probably the largest religious dispute in the Expanse's history. Abbess Luganalia is vehemently defending the rights of the Order, and it seems to have managed to instill a touch of righteous fear in the explorators. Perhaps it will keep them from taking revenge if the dispute does not conclude in their favor. Alright, companions. It is likely that the research contained in the ancient treatises and archival repositories of Depsis Mechanicus will provide factual information on similar precedent. I can spare some of my computing power to find such a case and provide my brothers and sisters with information as necessary to win the dispute. I believe the Chronicles of the Armelium Conclave describe mystical miracles witnessed by zealots which praying at an ancient banner of St. Hypius. Cappius. Should the Crucible perform a similar miracle, then no doubts will remain that it is indeed a holy relic and should not be property of Adeptus Mechanicus. Shri, do you know what... Alright, she just wants to sell it. Okay. Technolithony Coalition. The Scriptures. I like how these ones are red, and these ones are green. Okay, I'm going to look these ones up because, as we've mentioned many a time here, we used to be able to see these, and we just can't because they have not figured out the technology to have secondary tooltips anymore. Oh, this one actually has a description. Plus 20 Lore Imperium, I guess useful. Gains Lore Imperium divided by 10% armor and more critical damage to Xenos and demons. Okay. That could be very good. And if we give it to Adeptus Mechanicus, though. Tech Literally Collection. Let's see if I can find anything about this. Technically collection. I get no information about that. Cool. So, I mean, it's red, which means bad, right? The tooltips in this game are a little bit not great. I think we'll go with Cassius thing. Yeah, I think we'll lock in Cassius thing because one, we get an item, we know what it does because we're allowed to read things, and apparently none of the wikis or anything believe traits are worth like jotting down. So we're going to go with this one. Now I'm uneasy with the thought that I've become the mastermind of deceit. After some time, we revealed a visual miracle to enthusiastic spectators, presenting that those gathered for the debates. Sacred images of martyrs blessing the ancient artifact. Even though some witnesses claim to have caught a glimpse of some strange people operating the lens machine, most of these present have admitted the fact of this miracle and the status of the Crucible as a relic. Explorers have made peace with their loss and asked permission to conduct several of their own rituals with the Crucible. When tech liturgies had been completed, they departed Fellstone. Research in Crucible identified a device for surface terraforming fueled by geothermal energy of the planet and could turn a wasteland into a blooming garden. However, a way to launch it has yet been found. And we also get good tidings in places. Yeah, so... Okay, we actually do get the item. I mean, 13% armor and then some extra crit damage. I'll take it. Also, we get the new hammer for Abelard, which is just a straight upgrade, a little bit less armor pen, but besides that, just better. And it also gives us a reason to possibly ever use the push. Okay, you can have these servo skulls and they don't really do anything. You definitely take this. So, you can have your helmet on. This is a cool helmet, actually. You can have your helmet on. Do you actually... Okay, you just start... Your brain is too powerful. That's fair. I just gave up a relic that's somewhat useful, I think it was this one. No. No. This guy, the metronome. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna save. And yeah, no recent save, so we will not figure out what the other one is. We went with the thing that is a physical object. Yeah, I do wish that was functioning a little bit better, because it does grate me every time that we have to basically do this, and we're just like, well, I don't know what to do. Okay, I mean, Falstone's pretty much done. Also, some better efficiency is pretty nice. Yeah, Falstone is complete for this part of the game. Obviously, there's more to do, so obviously there's much higher tiers involved, and there's probably more colony traits. Janus. We have the Adamantite, we could do this and get a bunch of security. It would cost us like all of our weapons in Adamantite though. I mean, it's what it's there for. Scorcher, I think, is more objectively useful. As in, like, we would ever use it. Yeah, we have some resources now. Passion for the Silent. Some Hull Integrity is nice. And we get a lot of people. And we get Iconoclast points. Hospice Reservators will provide care for out-of-order automatons to utter bewilderment of the Adeptus Mechanicus. What about you? You get us the efficiency in weapons for mechanisms. Sure. That seems like a good upgrade. And we have this now, which is great. Okay, let's look at actually what we can do here. Oh. Crit Gents Pirate, and we get Escort Ship. Oh, we get an Escort Ship either way. Okay, so we get a... Sorry, I didn't even look at the other ones because I immediately went for that. This is just... Get people. Cool. Good to know. Surprised these aren't like block other ones. This is pretty good actually. You also get a lot of that versus this guy who is a melt-a-gun. Oh, no, it's a two-handed but does a single pistol shot for 1 AP. 3. This is a weird weapon. Alright, let's look at these two because these are tempting. So we get Pirate's Bane, more damage against pirates, Imperial Navy rep, which is nice, it's security for everyone, and a bunch of weapons for effectively no cost. This is also effectively no cost. More scrap, useful. And a lot of just kind of higher tier resources. We'll do Shield to Emperor because Navy rep is useful. Cool. And then Janus is still in the kind of weird stage where I think we want to do Master Surge, but we can get that once we get next things there. Okay. I think we could do like one or two maybe more things. Namely, let's look at some space battle stuff. Actually... Oh, not -2, sets it to 2. That is far less useful than either of the two options I was thinking of. Were much better than what the actual option turned out to be. I mean, at least we got some stuff. We got some efficiency too. Oh, it says -2. Alright, I think this one would have been much better then. Yeah, either of them would have been much better then. which is unfortunate. Yeah, it just sets it to 2. Well, you know, the sun is done. It's way too far back for it to be a, you know, thing to change at this point. Just looking for... Okay, so we have space combat there, theoretically. Let's just travel here since it's free. We have there we could do, but... quick save. Oh. Hold up. I forgot we were literally supposed to go to Dargonis to meet with, actually... Just load here again. Yeah, I think that's actually such a trap. It says -2 there. It's a lying thing. Like, straight up, it's a lie. It's okay. A lot of things in this game, their tooltips are either lying, not calculating correctly, or not functioning, so... That's just what it is, I suppose. Making sure we had a new thing for Kappa Gamma. That was the Compassion of the Silent. Okay. And what we'll do is we will land. Actually, we'll hover over in case it locks us into like a big sequence of dialogue and such. But we will do the Cassius stuff next time. But yeah, some good progress. Just kind of taking care of some stuff. Basically